What's up, good people? What's up, good people? It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. It's another Mindset Motivate Move Monday. Y'all know what we do on Mondays. We have the right mindset, we get motivated, and we move. We move to do what it is that we need to do each and every week. And this week is no different. It's a new day, a new week. Thanksgiving is right around the corner. The holidays are right around the corner. So we want to make sure, there are only, I think it's, 50, just over 50 something days left in this year. We're in week 40, I believe week 46, for the year. So we want to make sure that we're ending 2023 strong. And the way that we end 2023 strong is having the right mindset, being motivated, and moving out. Welcome to the brand new suite. It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., the Impact Builder, coming to you. This week, I wanted to focus on media mastery. So because I think that we as entrepreneurs and as leaders, we don't utilize when we have our own businesses, we don't utilize or understand the power that the media has. Malcolm X said years ago that the most powerful tool that we have is the media. Is the media. And we have to understand how to effectively use it to gain the exposure that we want to be able to gain. So this week we're going to talk about media mastery, and we're going to talk about it from these five principles, you all. So I hope you got your pen and paper together. That we're going to be talking about. We're going to talk about get a message. We're going to talk about get seen, get found, get seen, get found, get heard, and then get paid. Because all of those different principles go into why we want to use media and the how to use it most effectively. So today I want to talk about, you got to get a message. You have to have a message if you're going to use the media, because you want to be able to articulate to your target audience when you're talking to them using the media. You have to be purposeful. So the first thing I want you to do this week, I want you to think about the media. And think about the different ways that you use the media. But then I want you to think about the message that you want to put in the media. Because it's important. It's important to have a message. And you want to be on message. As an entrepreneur, you want to make sure that you're on message, that everything that you do ties into the message that you want to portray as an entrepreneur, as a business, as a brand. You know, when you see commercials, when you see people, successful entrepreneurs talk about their businesses or their brands, there's a message that they portray and that they give to everyone. And y'all know I talk about Mr. Les Brown all the time. His message, whenever he uses the media, whenever he does any of his talks, what do you always hear him say? He's Mamie Brown's baby boy. That's part of his message. So whenever he's in the media, whenever he's talking to the media or using the media, I want to talk about the different ways. As you see, there's magazines, there's newspapers, there's podcasts, there's blogs, there's a number of different ways. There's social media, there's YouTube. There's a number of ways for you to be able to get your message out. But you've got to sit and have a distinct message that you want to get across. That goes into your culture, your brand, what you want it to represent. Everything that I do, my message is to enlighten, empower, and impact. Everything that JNF Enterprises does has to portray that message. Teach people something, equip people with something, and impact people to want to do something. That's how you effectively, or you master media. Hey Doc, hey Abhijit, thank you for tuning in. Hey Bernice, thanks for tuning in. But it's important that you have a message. What's your message? That's your homework for today. I want you to sit with that and think about what's your message. If you already have a message, then are you effectively getting that message across to those that are listening to you in the media? So you've got to have a message if you're going to master the media, because you want to be able to use the media to to be able to control your narrative, because the media will try to use their narrative to control what it is that you do. So you've got to have your message. You've got to be able to stick to your message. That's one thing that some of these political parties, they're masterful at doing it. It doesn't matter what media outlet that they're using, they're going to stay right on their message, and they don't divert from it. And you have to be the same way as an entrepreneur. You don't divert from your message. You don't let others control the message that you want to put out there for people. You can't. You'll find yourself all over the place if you allow yourself for that to happen. So get a message. Have a message. That's the first principle in media mastery, because you want to be able to go in to using those media outlets in order to be able to put yourself in the position to speak. Your message speaks the language to your target audience. And when you have a message, the language that you speak should be speaking to your target audience or your target market. So make sure that you have a message going into the end of this year and going into 2024. What's your message for 2024? I know my message for this year and my mantra for this year was create value. So the things that I wanted to do was bring you principles and bring you all tools and tips that created value for you. So everything that I did in these lives, that I talk about in these lives, the message was to create value. The message is to create value. Do these things to create value in you, your business, and your brand. So if you don't have a message, then you're going to seem like you're all over the place, and then you won't get anyone to listen to you. But if you have a distinct message and you're able to stay on that message, you know who you're speaking to. It will allow you to be able to utilize the media and the different tools of the media to be able to be successful in growing your brand. So you want to sit with that this week. Sit today and craft your message. What is it that you want to say in the media? Whether it's running an ad in the newspaper, or whether it's doing something in the newspaper, doing something in a magazine. If it's a magazine that has to do with with your particular brand and the message that you're trying to convey, you're able to put it out there through the magazine, through the podcast that you're lining up. Do the podcast that you're going on line up with the message that you are having? Does your message line up with the partnerships that you're developing? Ask yourself that question. What's the message that they have? What's the message that you have, and do they align? Because if the message doesn't line up with you and those that you're looking at, your potential partners or collaborators, It's not going to work. It's going to be very difficult. So you want to make sure that you have a message, and that you stick to that message, and that you allow yourself to utilize the media in being able to get that message out there. And I think one of the mistakes that entrepreneurs can make or do make is they don't have a message. You ask them what they kind of, what it is that they are trying to convey to their target market or their target audience, and they don't really know. That is one of the things that I just think is so, it shouldn't have that. You should know, as an entrepreneur, what's the message that you're trying to convey. And you should have the foundational piece of you, your business, and your brand. What are you representing? That's the only way that you're going to be able to take advantage and master the media. Every time that you step in front of a mic, every time that you step, that you do a blog, that you write something, ask yourself, does this or will this convey the message that I want to be able to put out there? So many entrepreneurs, they just do stuff just to do it, to gain exposure. But you want to be strategic. What's your media plan? Do you have a media plan? Because you want to be able to have a strategy for utilizing the media. And the first way that you utilize the media is you got to have a message going in. You want to have a message going in. And even when you're contacting, news outlets or podcasts to be on, and even speaking engagements, if you're a speaker, if you're an author, what's your message? You want to have that. You want to have that already here, so that everything that you're doing is lining up with where you're trying to go. We're talking about media mastery today, y'all. I want you this week, I want you to master media. 5 principles to mastering media. When you master the media, you put yourself above everybody else, because like I said, everybody isn't coming into it with a strategy, with principles. They're just kind of going about it. And even when you're doing, let's say you're doing a podcast or you're doing a radio spot, those things, have a conversation with the host prior, so that kind of what questions they might be asking, or the purpose of the interview. And you should know that, because you want to make sure that you should have contacted them, or they would have contacted you, because what you were trying to put out there aligns with the message that they're trying to get out there as well. So you definitely want to sit and make sure of that. So you gotta, in order to master media, the first thing that you do, get a message. Get a message. On this Mindset, Motivate, Move Monday, what's your message? What's the message that you want to convey to those that you'll partner with? What's the message that you may collaborate with, that you will sponsor? What's the message that you want to convey when you write an article, or if you in a magazine or in a newspaper? What's your message? Have a message. Have a foundational message that you want to be able to convey to your target audience. Trust me, it will take you leaps and bounds, and put you leaps and bounds ahead of everybody else. So, that's what we're doing today. That's your homework. Yeah, y'all notice I'm in the lab today. I'm not outside because it's cold outside. So I'm inside today. I'm inside the lab today. So I want you to do that. Take the time today, this morning. Sit and think about the message that you want to convey, and then how you're going to be able to utilize the media to capitalize on gaining exposure for your message when you go out today. It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., the Impact Builder. It's all about media mastery this week. That's what we're doing. Get a message. Have a message. Convey that message. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Have a great, great, great day. We'll see y'all soon. Talk to you later.